the stats, data from your own Ministry of Home Affairs showed a near 25% increase in incidents of communal violence in the first 5 months of 2015. The news magazine India Today says, looking at Home Ministry data, it reported there has been, quote, a surge of communally charged incidents in BJP-led states like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand. Violence and attacks are on the up in India. That's your own government data.
Totally wrong data you have, first of all. I'm giving you...
You should chat to your Home Ministry.
I tell you,
okay.
First of all, where you are wrong, I'm telling you.
Okay,
our government is in power for 18 months, not 6 months, my friend. I give you 18 months data.
Okay.
18 months, in 2014, the number of communal incidents has come down in India.
Okay.
2014, 2015 data was released by the government just 2 days ago, few days ago in Indian Parliament. Check that data.
Okay. Well, the National Crime Records Bureau has actually disputed that data. But let's look at a specific issue then. Let's look at the recent controversy over beef. Big controversy the world's been watching. Beef is, of course, something many religious Hindus don't eat, don't want others to eat because the cow is a sacred animal for them. There have been 3 incidents of Indian Muslims being murdered, lynched by far-right Hindu mobs for allegedly possessing beef or being involved in the, quote, beef market. After the first incident on 28th September, your Prime Minister kept silent for 2 weeks before finally saying that what had happened was sad and unwelcome. BJP MP Tarun Vijay said lynching a person merely on suspicion is absolutely wrong, because apparently if you have evidence then you can lynch them. Sangeet Som, BJP lawmaker, BJP lawmaker Sangeet Som dismissed the victims, the dead, as, quote, cow killers, while another BJP leader threatened to behead people who eat beef. Is it any wonder that the British-Indian sculptor Anish Kapoor, one man I know, said India is being ruled by a Hindu version of the Taliban?
Yes, as you rightly said, one man can say
so based on these statements, it's a pretty good description.
These incidents were condemned in strongest terms. They were reprimanded by the party. They were reprimanded by the party. But I must tell you something. I must tell you something very important. Please. You must understand. Beef ban is not a BJP invention in India. You must remember. Beef ban has been there in India for last 60 years.
Not nationwide.
Not in 22 states. Yeah. India is how many states, you please tell me?
29, I believe.
29.
So
out of the 22 states,
ban,
23 states have beef ban.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, you must remember it's not a Hindu-Muslim issue at all.
Agreed.
You are saying Hindus don't eat. I
Yeah.
know. Many Muslims, I handle Kashmir affairs. Many Muslims in Kashmir don't eat beef.
Yeah.
So don't make it into a Hindu-Muslim issue.
What happened? We agree on that. We agree.
But the point is, we condemn the heinous crimes committed by people. We did.
Sad and unwelcome is not really a condemnation, is it?
The
Prime Minister said it was sad and unwelcome.
That's not true. He said,
what did he say?
I condemn those incidents. I condemn that incident. He has asked the concerned state government, Uttar Pradesh government, to act against the culprits, which the government is doing.
The chief, we said only a few people, let me give you a fourth. The Chief Minister of Haryana State described the lynching as a, quote, misunderstanding.
Immediately disowned by the party. Okay. He immediately apologized. Why don't you say the other part?
You have to do a lot of disowning. I'm just wondering why they say this stuff in the first place. Have you reprimanded them?
Absolutely.
What's the punishment?
Punishment? We took the necessary action.
What was the action?
Against them. I will tell you when it's necessary. Not necessary now.
It's a secret. We were so tough on them, we can't tell you what we did. The problem is not just beef, is it? There's an issue with the rhetoric coming out across the board from some ministers. BJP Minister Giriraj Singh said India's growing Muslim population is a big threat. We have to protect Hindu religion. Senior BJP official Subramaniam Swamy says a mosque is not a religious place. It's just a building. It can be demolished at any time. BJP Culture Minister Mahesh Sharma called a former Muslim president of India, quote, a great nationalist despite being a Muslim. Despite being a Muslim. Do you condemn those views as well?
We did ask all of them to... It's not expected of them to say those things.
Why are they saying?
How can I answer why are they saying?
Your colleagues.
They're saying that, no, look at India's politician statement. Look at what a politician called Ajam Khan says. Look at what OIC says. Look at what some other politician from Mulayam Singh Yadav says.
We're back in the playground. Look what they say. I'll ask them when they come on the show. I'm asking you now.
So across the spectrum,
we're all bigots across the spectrum. Is that the argument?
We all should condemn. We all should condemn if an irresponsible statement is made.
So many ministers, so many MPs. We've been through just a handful. Okay. Does the Prime Minister get tired in his busy schedule having to reprimand ministers and colleagues all the time?
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
The Prime Minister has been criticised for not criticizing strongly enough, for being silent, taking his time to condemn the beef issue, etc. Some would say we shouldn't be surprised, given he's the same BJP politician who was chief minister of Gujarat after the massacres, the pogroms there of 2,000 Muslims in 2002.
Correct your numbers again.
How many?
You can't give numbers as you like.
Okay, how many people died?
The UPA government, the Congress government, in the parliament gave out the figures. It is 790 Muslims, 260 Hindus.
Okay.
You cannot quote numbers as you like.
Fine. 700, I apologize. Human Rights Watch, India's National Human Rights Commission, the US State Department denied a visa to him until very recently, as did the UK government, because they all believed that he was either directly or indirectly responsible for those deaths.
No, remember, even our Human Rights Commission, etc., accused the government of some kind of slow reaction, slow response and all. Nobody held him responsible. Even courts did not hold him responsible. But you must remember one thing. For those incidents that have happened in the state, one minister is in jail with 28-year punishment. One minister, Maya Kodnani.
Close ally of Modi, Indian judiciary handing out swords to people.
So you remember, Indian judiciary is vibrant. It will punish the guilty. But you can't expect everybody to be punished because you don't like him.
You know, in any other elected,
judiciary will do its job.
You know, in most elected governments,
they allow judiciary to do its job.
In most democracies, a close ally of the prime minister or minister who was filmed handing out swords to people to murder people, that would reflect pretty badly on the leader of that government.
Definitely, she's punished for the.
And how does that reflect on Narendra Modi? After the massacres, he was asked about whether he's sad about the deaths. He said, if someone else is driving a car and we're sitting behind, if a puppy comes under the wheel, will it not be painful or not? It's natural to be sad. Did he compare thousands of dead people, Muslim and Hindu, to a puppy?
He did not compare. People who do not have any intellectual thinking will say those things.
Okay. I'm asking. You tell me what it means. You tell me what it means. I'm not an intellectual.
It means a simple thing to understand. We are so sensitive. Even a small creature is harmed. We feel sad. If a human is harmed, don't we feel sad?
Fine. Let's go to our panel who've been waiting very patiently to come in. Dr. Natasha Kaul is a novelist, professor of politics at the University of Westminster in the UK. Natasha, this is silly, says Ram. A lot of this is just political point scoring. People haven't got better things to do. The BJP government's doing well, so we focus on these kind of outrageous statements that have been reprimanded. What's your response to that?
First of all, let me say that my numbers are correct, and I'm willing to back every one of these numbers. So there was a report released earlier this year which said that in the first 300 days of this government, 600 cases of recorded violence, in which at least 43 deaths, 149 incidents where Christians were targeted, the rest were where Muslims were targeted. So this is not someone's invention. Every single time this happens, people they say that this is just fringe elements. This is very much part and parcel of a government that has come to power, which is Hindu supremacist, and in addition, socially regressive and economically neoliberal. And that's the toxic combination we're faced with. And it's not just the award wapsi, it's the reconversions under the ghar wapsi that they've had. It's the accusations of love jihad when there are marriages between Hindus and Muslims. It's the murder of atheists, secularists and rationalists that we have seen in India. We have seen the killings of the beef ban. And there have been spokespeople from their government that